That's my hand now. Please don't remove it. I'll put a ring on it. See? Right here. Swooned. I swooned. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Sleepybug, and today we are going to be playing another one of the 0282 visual novel game jams of 2024. This one is Monarch. So far, it's really beautiful and I actually really like it. But we're gonna see if that remains and I survive. I didn't read the description. I don't read. No! Emmy catapults out of her nightmare, with a scream lodged in her throat. She clutches the front of her shirt, her heart bashing against her ribcage, like a trapped bird trying to escape confinement, the room coming into focus as she blinks away tears. She's left shaking as she glances at the familiar belongings strewn about the room. The only source of light comes from a computer in her room. She presses a hand against her forehead. What a horrible nightmare. But that's all it was. Just a nightmare. Even so, she can't shake the feeling that it felt so real. Emmy gives a quiet sniffle as she looks at the sleeping figure next to her, his eyes fluttering in his sleep, and the relief floods into her at the sight of him. She gently reaches out and lets her hand drift through the soft strands of his hair. He's here. He's okay. She's glad she woke up. The man beside her stares when she withdraws her hand with the last thought, a frown settling onto his features as both eyes pop open, and she can't help but let out a quiet laugh as he brings her hand back to place it on his head. That's my hand now. Please don't remove it. Oh, is it now? She tilts her head curiously at him, easily falling into their typical banter despite the horrors she endured while she slept. Her fiancé gives a very serious nod. I'll put a ring on it. See? Right here. Oh god, that was a cute... Swooned. I swooned. I promise I'm not this easy in real life. It's just the 2Ds. The 2Ds, they get me. They get me. They're better in theory. He taps a finger against the engagement ring, which consists of a pretty silver band designed to look like the intertwining vines that holds the butterfly at the center. Aww. The butterfly wings adorned with a blue sapphire gems. That's how I found you, Theo explained after his failed attempt to bring out the ring during his proposal, with her settled onto his lap. She'd been so excited she'd flat out jumped into his arms before he could even fully get down on one knee, not even bothering to see the ring and automatically saying yes. He had continued on. I trailed after one of these little guys, and the next thing I knew, I was standing there. As soon as I saw you, I thought, damn, why is that girl standing in the rain without an umbrella? There's a department store selling them right there. He laughed as she slightly whacked his arm. It's a memory Emmy cherishes, even now as she watches him drop his hand, snuggling deeper into his pillow. So, what woke you up? A dream, maybe? Oh, I know. It was a sexy dream about me, wasn't it? Awkward. He then wiggles his eyebrows. You have to reach a little lower than you think. Oh, he's fun. You'll have to reach a little lower than that if you want to get my edges revved. But that's okay. I'll let you try again. Oh, he's cute. Emmy rolls her eyes at him, but at the topic of her dream, she swallows hard. The knot forms in the center of her throat. It was horrible. I had a dream you died, and I was stuck somewhere. I couldn't get to you or to your body. Her bottom lip trembles as she recalls the nightmare in its entirety, the crushing horror of the man she loved being dead but out of reach. Her hands chained and bound to some wall. She feels Theo reach over and rub her back. Then she's drawn down and into his arms, his familiar scent surrounding her as she burrows her face into his chest. He smells and feels like home. I know, I'd cry too. My life insurance payout would be really freaking tiny. Your finances would never recover from this house loan alone. He's irritated. I like him. He shudders and she can't help but laugh, winding her arms around him. She's glad that he's here. I love you, Theo. I love you too, my anxious little sugar plum. My heart. He kisses the top of her head, and she feels his breathing slow fall into a rhythm. Emmy too feels her eyes slowly start to close. How is my joy about to be ripped away? Well, guys, that's the end of the game. No need to keep going. And when they open again, she finds a faint light hitting her from the distant window. When she looks over, she finds Theo lying there. Good morning, Theo, she whispers, her voice quiet and soft, a little raw from years due to lack of use. I had a dream about you. A nice one. Would you like to hear it? I'm fine. The man lying next to her doesn't respond, his body just out of reach, the soul remaining inside of it, long gone. She closes her eyes as she leans against the wall, her wrists and ankles chained to the concrete. You were lying next to me in our bed. I woke up because I had a nightmare and you were there to comfort me like you used to. I got to hold you again and hear your voice. I miss your voice. The corpse of her fiancé doesn't say a word, but he listens, her only companion in this cold basement. Overhead, she can hear the floorboards creak. The person upstairs who killed her fiancé and who locked her down here, right next to his lifeless body, likely making breakfast and getting ready for the day. It's about a half an hour before she hears the creak of the basement door. Emmy looks up and into the face of her captor, and at the engagement ring Theo gave her, resting right on her captor's wedding ring finger. Well, My feelings are hurt. I hope your feelings are hurt so we can suffer together. Whew. Before I act all dramatic, this was so pretty. This was such a beautiful game, beautifully written. I really like the characters. I really like the. You could feel almost like something wasn't right. Something wasn't right. But you're like, let me stay in the. You felt immersed. You had very good immersion in this game. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. Back to the dramatics. My feelings are hurt. I'm sad. I want more of this game. So please, thank you. Take your time. Take your time. Beautiful art takes time, and I will respect that. But yeah. I'm gonna go cry. And I hope you stay cozy and stay so sleepy, and moment by moment, day by day, we are blossoming like a flower of lavender, calm, cool, and collected. See you guys later. In the next one. That was sad.